A group of legislators drawn from the Mount Kenya region are in a meeting in Naivasha styled as a session to iron out the region's issues.
NTV's Kennedy Murithi joins us live from Naivasha. Kennedy, what are the issues they're talking about?
Well, thank you, Trevor and Zainab there in studio. And we do understand that this meeting is just a part of a series of meetings that have been going on. And the meetings have been geared towards making sure that there is development in the Mount Kenya region. It does not matter where they do come from. It's a meeting that is bringing together members of parliament from the Mount Kenya region or representing constituencies in the Mount Kenya region, and also those that are originally from Mount Kenya but also represent other areas like Nairobi and the Rift Valley region. But right now, without saying so much, I would like to join some of them who are joining us right now so that we do get a feel of what is happening and hear it from the horse's mouth. Right now, I'm joined by nominated Member of Parliament, Cecily Murray, just to get a view and what is happening, what brought together all these members of Parliament, how many are you, and what is the topic of discussion here?
Thank you very much. The members of Parliament who are here today and tomorrow are 67 in number, and they're coming from 10 counties that are within the Mount Kenya region. And the purpose of our coming together is, we have said, we have seen Western members of Parliament get together. We have even seen them visit the president and raise concerns of the people in their region. We have seen Rift Valley MPs meet and discuss issues affecting them. We have seen Coast MPs doing the same. And we have said, you know what? It's about time that we also spoke in one language, identified the issues that are affecting the people of Mount Kenya region, and present them to the head of state who is in charge of the government, so that we can be able to see some real results coming our way as a region.
When you say that you want to present this to the president, we've seen the president meet other leaders severally,
yes,
but for a very long time he has not met members of parliament from this region, that is the Mount Kenya. Could there have been an issue that has been burning and probably you were mad?
No, not really. Actually, we have ourselves to blame. We hadn't organized ourselves properly. And you cannot go to the head of states without being very clear on the agenda that you're presenting to him. Because whatever it is you present to him must be an agenda that affects your people. So really, we have ourselves to blame that others have gone before us, but it's not too late. So we are looking forward to really fruitful conversations and discussions. We started this evening, and a lot has come out already. And by tomorrow evening, we should be able to give a communique of exactly what it is we have agreed upon, and therefore present it to the president when he does give us a date for that.
Probably, Trevor, before I go back to you, I want to be joined by another member of parliament and get to understand what really is up for discussion. Is the boundaries, is the census part of what you're going to be discussing in this meeting?
You know, if you look at the last elections, people voted overwhelmingly for President Uhuru Kenyatta. And they need also to benefit from this government, in the next 2 to 3 years, before we get into the campaign mode. We want to see what kind of development can our people get, because the people who voted for President Uhuru from the Mount Kenya region were over 6 million people. And there is a way in which we need to make sure that they get value for their votes. And we cannot politic. It's not a question of politic. It's a question of members of the Senate, and that is why I'm here, members of the National Assembly, coming together to speak in one voice. Because united we stand, divided we fall. We have realized that our region really is getting a raw deal if we do not have a coordinated voice. And that is why we would want to sit tomorrow to discuss the development matrix and present it to the head of state. And we believe that like any other region that bargains for their share of development, that also Mount Kenya region must get value. And
is the census and the boundaries review part of what you'll be discussing?
These are very pertinent issues also, because it's about how many people are there in our counties, how many certainly there are some things we may not be able to do, but we will be discussing this just to put into context the development agenda, because for us that is the most important thing.
Well, also another matter, just before I go back to you, is that there is the political angle in all this. Are you discussing 2022 as you meet here and the prospects of supporting William Samoei Ruto as a region?
Certainly, as my friends my colleagues have told you, our only issue here is development and the rightful share of our region in the national cake. Time for politics will come, and we'll discuss politics at that particular time. But as of now, we want to discuss about our people and our expectations as a region. And, you know, why would we discuss 2022 when we voted in 2017? Let us get our fair return for 2017. Then after getting our return for that, our return on that investment, then we can talk about the future's investment.
Well, the Member of Parliament also for Kipipiri is one of the conveners of this meeting, and we want to know, when you talk about development, what is it that you want really to get from the President, and are you meeting him anytime soon?
I think one thing is very clear that the region produces about 60% of the GDP of this country. But when you look at how much is then plowed back into the region,